Ay, ay, ay.
Hi, Jerry and Natalie. You're muted.
What's
Yeah,
that?
we have our card up underneath that spot picture that we bought.
The picture that we bought in
In
spot.
spot, yes.
Yeah.
When we were at that gallery.
I know, we love that gallery. Now, did they mail that to you also from Spot?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it included a letter from the artist, which was amazing, thanking us for buying his artwork and such. Yeah.
Very cool.
That's so sweet.
Yes.
Very cool.
Nice.
Well, there's some cool galleries where we're going to go this coming year too. So, Mel and Roberta, don't fret. We won't go to Tzfat though. We're going to go Tel Aviv, Yaffo, which has some great galleries, and of course around Jerusalem and down south. So if you're into the art,
And actually in Ramat Negev will be, there are small studios. These are like not mass produced pieces of art, and we'll have a chance to also go shopping down there.
Very fun.
We're always looking.
Yeah, it's getting harder for me to walk nowadays. I don't know that I'll be able to do any more tours.
I know. But you know what? We're gearing this one especially. That's going to be much lighter on the walking. You know, there's a lot of sheer cliff climbing.
How about kayaking?
We're kayaking on this one. We're not going to lose any more hats.
I lost my hat there. I
It was
know.
not my fault.
Do you have any literature on it?
Not yet. We're waiting probably in a week or two, but we've been in contact with Ayelet Torres. He has our proposed itinerary. We're just waiting because it's slow in Israel. Things are closed. The hotels are closed. The Imba Hotel is closed. They have nobody there. And so getting, responses, it's taking a little bit longer. But hopefully with this January, hopefully within 2 weeks, we'll have everything and be ready to publicize.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were the dates on that?
October 17th through 28th, 2021.
And you know what they say? There's a place for us.
A promised land for us.
I thought it worked. Don't you think it worked, that one, this Friday?
It was
Is that
wonderful.
during-
I loved it.
Is that during Sukkot and Simchas Torah?
Right
It's after.
afterwards.
Oh, it was so fun.
Yeah. It would be great to go there, but except for whatever the hotels are, right, whatever the expense is during the Chagim, during the festivals, it's out off the charts. And also right after Sukkot, then everyone goes back to work, the hotels actually will have some room for us. So that'll be good.
Okay, well, we'll just go early.
Yeah. So,
For Simchas.
so Paul and Susan, good to see you. And actually, Susan and I were talking about making sandwiches.
Oh, thank you.
We have a proposal.
I do have a proposal.
We'll tell her what the proposal.
My proposal is I would rather have one Friday a month and make masses of all of these things, like more than 10 bags. That would be easier for me to do them rather than each week.
Each week make
So
10.
I was
each
gonna,
week make
I'll
10.
write to you, but maybe we can, if that.
Okay, well, you could do once a month and at 25 lunches. People are
Or even
doing that.
50.
Or even 50, exactly.
Right.
It's just easier than every week.
Okay, then do it the last week of February. That's the Friday we have the least.
Okay, I'll
Easy.
mark it down.
Wonderful.
You just let me know how many and we'll. make
Yeah,
it
well, I'll have to do it as I go along because right now we have 55.
Okay,
Whatever.
so sometime that
And we're
week,
gearing
send
towards
me
100.
a note and we will then deliver them to you.
50 or
So 50.
55 salami sandwiches, easy.
Not making.
We were thinking bologna.
We were into peanut butter.
Yeah,
We'll do a peanut butter.
I will need a new spatula, but
Hey,
make that happen.
I can get you a spatula. They're at the temple. Just go in our box.
Are they there? Are they there?
Yeah,
Oh, I can go get it.
they're in the first box.
Okay,
I have two
So,
boxes in the corner.
Ron and Dolly and Ruth and Linda, all good to see you guys. Bobby and Mark, good to see everybody. So let's go ahead and start with a little Nigun and the singing of Yeti Nefesh. You can find that on page 636.
Okay.
We had Shabbat begin with Yeti Nefesh, added soul, and we're going to bring that soul to celebration as we conclude.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, Yedi nefesh, Avraham, Meshovadecha, Eretzonecha, Yaruf Avdecha, Kemo Haya, Yishtachaveh, Kemo Hadarecha, Ye'erav lo yedidutecha minofetzu lechotam. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la,
So if the fire extinguishers are all ready, how are we doing here? Looks, well, ours is really bright. Wow. So we're gonna turn to page 610. Bring up your cup of wine or juice. Hine Yeshua ti'atcha v'lo'atcha, Yezivah zimra Yadonai v'kilu Yeshua. U'shavtem mayim v'sasom v'ma'anei ha'Yeshua. Adonai ha'Yeshua alamcha b'chatecha serah. Adonai tzeva'ot iman v'skav lanu Elohei Yaakov Selah. Adonai tzeva'ot ashrei adam botecha. Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Ya'anenu B'yom Kareinu. Layehudim hayata ora v'simcha v'sason b'kar. Ken telanu kos yeshuot asa u'v'shem Adonai ekram. Yam ba 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 ba, yam ba 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 ba, ya la 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 la, ya ba ba. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagafen, borei pori hagafen. Yam ba da 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 da, yam ba da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei besamim, borei minei besamim. Yam la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei me'orei ha'esh, borei me'orei ha'esh. Yam ba da 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 yam ya da 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 da. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, המבדיל בין קודש לחול, בין אור לחושך, בין ישראל לעמים, בין יום השביעי לששת ימי מעשה. ברוך אתה אדוני המבדיל בין קודש לחול. Now we're about to extinguish the flame in that fresh jar of Manischewitz. Hamad ben Kodesh, Lecho, Chato, Feinu, Huyim, Chol, Zarenu v'chasdenu, Yaveh Kachol, V'cho Chavim Balayla. Shavua Tov, 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 Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, B'mera v'yameinu Yavo Eleinu. Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Well, we wish you all a very sweet week of Shavua Tov, and I know we may get a little bit of snow tomorrow, but we can't complain about that because goodness me, we need that snow and that moisture. Of course, the Kleins are getting rained on as we speak.
Second rain day.
Did you actually have rain?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, yeah, see, even in paradise it rains.
Especially in paradise.
Yeah. Well, enjoy every moment, guys, and everyone's holding up okay?
We're good.
Good, good.
I have to say that in Israel yesterday, 45-year-olds got the vaccine.
Wow. Wow. Susan told everybody that if you're a smoker, you can get it in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
So Jeremy will qualify both there and in Israel.
And I read that 16 to 18-year-olds in Israel are also going to be vaccinated very
Yeah.
soon.
Madeline couldn't get vaccinated because she's below 40.
Oh,
So now they're going into the 40-year-olds,
But she's not 16.
and then she'll be able to get her vaccine.
wow, it's amazing.
But they wouldn't take them
Glad that they're
together.
getting it, and that's what's going to help us as soon as you can get it, to get it. And
Right.
but in the meanwhile, we'll keep our masks on. I'm told that even after you get the vaccine, you should keep your mask and keep the distancing, because that's we don't want any backwash from this thing to
Right.
perpetuate it longer than we need to. We need to
Oh,
have
it's-
it done by March.
You have to maintain the protocols.
By March?
Yeah,
we should be-
confirmation service in March. We'll get people back in.
What year?
Good, that was good, Roberta.
Okay, I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist. What do you say?
Yeah.
Dr. Fauci said maybe by the fall, we could go back to almost normal life.
Well, it has to be for your trip to Israel.
That's right. It
It
definitely.
has to be.
But by fall, he means August.
Oh, okay.
That would be nice.
You
I
bet.
have something to share that happened to me today that I was so excited about. A friend that I kind of grew up with, her father had taken all these pictures, and of course my parents never took any pictures. So she digitized them and sent me, there's only about 20 of them, but it was all these major events from our bat mitzvah together, and we were cheerleaders and
Oh.
dancing, and it was
Oh,
so emotional. I
nice.
felt like I had the greatest
oh,
day.
I love it. Thanks for sharing that. That's beautiful.
That's great, Dolly.
Yay.
How about Yoni's class? How did it go yesterday?
It went very well.
Can anyone come later?
You did.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it later.
Yeah, I'll take at any point during the week if anyone wants to watch and come on, it's great. And next week I'll have my slides more prepared.
But sign up, everybody. Yoni is an amazing teacher. He's
Yeah.
so smart and so personable, but he's also an incredible educator. So take advantage of this.
Maybe
Uh,
I'll be
yeah.
able to really talk at the shook.
That's right.
You know,
They'll really
Yoni?
give you a discount. He's
Yoni, are
speaking
you
with an
teaching?
American Jersey accent in the show.
Yoni, I was surprised that you couldn't get your iPad to work.
I
do
was
that
too.
I do that all the time for my classes.
I know.
I use,
I'm very surprised. It always works for me, except for
no,
when
it looked like it looked like it was working. All you had to do was just just go back to the normal screen. But yeah, I always use it.
I know. Well, it's funny. I was very flustered by that, but then I also remembered this is good because people think that I know how this stuff works, and so I'm hoping. And then think if it doesn't work for Yoni, then I won't feel bad when it doesn't work for me. So it's probably a much more valuable gift that I could give than anything that would come out of my mouth. So
I have a question for Yoni. Are you going to teach conversational Hebrew or prayer book Hebrew?
So we're mostly doing kind of like older Hebrew. It's just a little bit cleaner, and we're kind of working our way through the history of the development of the language.
Well, we got that.
To understand the underlying logic, but by the end we'll get to. I'll definitely make note throughout where certain concepts diverge. So when we in 3 weeks, which will probably mean 4 weeks because I end up getting on tangents. So in 4 weeks, we're going to talk about the difference between aspect and tense and how that's different in different stages of Hebrew. But we'll talk about it. And then at the end, at the way end, or maybe just before you go to the shuk, we can do a whole thing on haggling. I think the whole thing is just to remember that whatever the Israeli guy is telling you isn't true, right? So they're going to call you family. They're gonna say we're friends now. They're gonna say, how could you go to the guy next door? We're brothers. You and I, we're friends. We've known each other for all of 5 minutes, but I feel so connected to you. Just take the price, don't leave. So the biggest thing is just skepticism, and you actually don't really need words for that. You just kind of stand there with a scowl, and eventually they'll just walk out the door, and then the guy will come running out and say, okay, you're right. But I always joke that usually when I go, they'll say, it's 20 shekel, but for you, a special deal, 25.
But Yoni, if you don't teach us some conversational Hebrew, our grandchildren speak English, but we don't speak Hebrew.
Yeah, no, it's the biggest thing I would say is if you have a friend, that's the biggest thing. With languages that you speak, languages.
I have him, but he doesn't know any.
Right, but language is meant to connect people, and so I've always learned it best when you have someone that it brings you closer to, and right, so kind of learning it cerebrally is a challenge. At least for me, the motivation of it, I need to feel like I'm digging, I'm getting deeper with another person, and so I think that's the key to conversational languages is using it with someone you love.
Good luck.
It's gonna be great. Sign up. Anyway, again, Yoni, thank you very much for doing it. Everyone have a sweet week. We look forward to seeing you guys soon.
We loved your music yesterday, your new songs.
Yeah. My pleasure. Our
We
pleasure.
think you should make a
There's
songbook.
a place for you.
You should make a songbook.
Next Shabbat is going to be Shabbat morning. It's Shabbat B'Shalach, and Susan's going to be chanting, and we will do a medley of things from various. We're going to do a medley.
We just want the songbook.
That's right.
We just want to know when you're opening up on Off Broadway.
You're way off. You're so
Off.
Talk to Ross. He writes music and songs.
They all do. All good. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good week.